I normally try not to be too pushy with the thumbnails, but honestly guys and girls, you seriously need to try this if you haven't already. Let me tell you why. Welcome back to the channel. I've pulled this video together as quickly as I can to let you know about an offer that's available right now. So, Red Dead Online is available now as a standalone game. You don't have to purchase the full version of Red Dead Redemption 2 in order to access the online sandbox. What's more, Red Dead Online currently has an introductory offer available, which means you can get it for $5 or £5 if you're in the UK like me. That's ridiculously cheap, but it's only available at that price from now until the 15th of February. Okay, so this isn't exactly urgent. You've got a while to think it over. It's very possible I got overexcited about this, but hopefully this video will help you to decide whether you're interested in trying it out or not. I may follow up this first impressions video with a more informal gameplay showcase. If I do that, I'll link it at the end. So, I never actually got into Red Dead in the past, to be honest. I never thought the Wild West was my thing, but seriously, I was wrong. Very wrong. This game is so much fun, and I feel like I've only just scratched the surface. I spotted the news on this earlier in the week, and I thought, screw it, why not, it's only £5. Since then though, the game has been taking over my time in a massive way. Okay, let me give you the official explanation of what this actually is, some of the quirks and issues you might find, some of the things you can do in the game right now, and some of the new stuff on the horizon. If you enjoy the video or it helps you out in any way, let me know with a like or comment if you don't mind. If the video leads you to buy this game and you never leave your house again, I'm sorry. Right. Red Dead Online is a vibrant, ever-evolving world where you can take on a range of unique roles or pursuits to blaze your own trail across the American frontier. It's created by the makers of Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar, in case you somehow didn't already know that, and is a huge sandbox where you can dive into all sorts of activities. Red Dead Online includes multiplayer story-based missions where you help Jessica Leclerc to get revenge for her late husband. These missions will see you group up with other players to fulfill various activities, but you can drop into and out of the story at any time once you're past the introduction. You start out by making your character. The character customization is pretty decent actually. It's not exactly the most amazing I've ever seen, but still pretty detailed. You can also spend a lot of time later in the game customizing your look when you unlock different outfits and accessories. After the initial story scene and around an hour of gameplay, you're pretty much left to find your own way in the sandbox. You have a camp you can gradually build up, and a store you can access on the fly to buy supplies and equipment. Progression comes in the form of active skills you unlock as you level up. That and of course your amassed fortune. For a little while there I felt a bit lost, and if I'm honest I still kinda do. But it doesn't actually matter, the game has been so entertaining so far and I don't actually mind just wandering around and stumbling into activities, whereas normally if I feel lost I tend to get frustrated. Not this time though. Since starting the game I've stolen horses, I've stolen wagons, I've run from the sheriff, I've fought on behalf of the sheriff, I've hunted animals, delivered goods while fighting off robbers, I got arrested after accidentally killing a pedestrian with a wagon using my incredible driving skills. Then I accidentally jumped into a PvP match where I had no clue what I was doing and still managed to kill 8 people, which is a bit of a miracle to be honest. There are some official roles mapped out for you if you want to follow those to give you some more direction rather than just fumbling your way around like I've been. You can aim at being a criminal, a bounty hunter, a naturalist, which is basically a hunter-gatherer from what I understand. You can be a moonshiner, which is in essence getting yourself a distillery and making booze for a profit. You can be a trader or a collector or any mixture of the lot. While roaming around the world you can decide to attack other players if you want, but it comes with consequences of course. They can report you and hike up the bounty on your head, or they can challenge you and call you out. There is also a parlay function so that if someone kills you, you can set a 10-minute timer before they can attack you again, which is a nice way to give you some time to move on instead of getting ganked over and over. If you get high enough on the naughty list you'll be flagged up to other players who can actively hunt you down for a reward and cash in on your misery when they finally catch up with you. There is a nice option in the game so that you can put yourself in defensive mode too. This means that you won't be attacked in open world PvP if you just want the PvE and exploration experience. There are set playlists you can jump into for various PvP encounters too, and these seem to be another good way to level up your character and earn rewards. There's even a horse racing mode which looks pretty cool. Now I know that the online mode for Red Dead has had a bit of a rocky road initially, some bugs and complaints when it first launched, but from what I've experienced myself, it's looking pretty clean. I did have one problem finishing off a quest for someone. For some reason, the guy I was supposed to rescue just wouldn't come with me, and I ended up murdering countless people riding past in an attempt to stop them from reporting my crimes. It's all escalated pretty dramatically actually. Ironically, had I have finished the quest smoothly, it probably wouldn't have been half as fun. I don't honestly know if the quest was bugged or if it was my own ignorance that stopped me from finishing it. I also kinda don't care though, I was too busy laughing at how ridiculous things were getting. From looking at the most recent few sets of patch notes, the changes are more about adding new items to the sandbox than about fixing issues, so it seems to me that things are fairly stable. Realistically, they've just launched this as a standalone product rather than as an add-on, so I suspect they must be pretty confident about it by now. If you're a veteran, let me know in the comments, I'd be keen to hear about anything major that I've missed. There are an incredible amount of achievements for the game, everything from bounty hunting to flat out hunting of rare animals out in the wild. You can collect rare treasures too, and so on. Aside from that, the game is beautiful. I'm running this on a plain old PS4 too, and you can see how it looks now. A few things about this game really appealed to me, aside from just how fun it's been so far. There is a strong emphasis on your horse. You gradually bond with your horse over time, and if you treat it well, then it will gradually get better stats. I never thought I'd say this, but I genuinely enjoyed getting some apples and feeding them to my horse. In a computer game, I must be losing it. There is an honour system in the game, and your honour level will fluctuate as you do either good or bad things, and this will change how the world around you responds to you. You can form ad hoc teams with up to 4 members and do some free roam activities. You can also form a more established posse and have up to 7 people roaming around in one group. There are daily events and random free roam events you'll be invited to, which will give you all sorts of things to do for rewards, and of course the promise that the game is continuing to grow and expand all the time with no further payments necessary. Now at this stage I don't know how much the cash shop is going to impact the gameplay. It seems to be mostly pay for convenience and some flashy looking gear. You have to buy in with gold bars to one of the official roles initially, and that I suspect may take a little work for you to get started, but it feels so far like it's a pay for convenience, and given how much fun the game is, I'm in no massive rush to shorten the grind just yet. Anyways, I've had a blast so far and I plan to sink in some more time to the game over the coming days. So if this first impressions video needs an update, then I'll make sure to put out another video to give you the final verdict. But honestly, with a price of $5, I can't imagine having too much to complain about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you tempted? Or have you already tried it? Am I the only one who didn't play Red Dead before? Hope you found this useful. Leave me a like and comment if you don't mind. Sub if you're new, and I'll wrap it up there. Thank you for watching, take care, stay safe, bye bye now.